Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel At Home with Shell. So today I thought that I would share everything that I'm taking for my daughter on a long haul flight to make it as comfortable as possible. So Arabella is 7 and we are going on a direct flight to Mauritius, so it's around 12 and a half, 13 hours. We've flown a couple of times long haul before, so I feel like I'm quite good now at knowing what she needs. Although last time we did a really long haul flight, she was a toddler, so I have actually got another video sharing what to take for a toddler long haul, but now she's 7, so it's a little bit older, so got quite a few things to keep her entertained and make the flight as comfortable as possible. I have already done a video for what I will be taking to make it comfortable for me too, so we'll link that down below if you want to watch that. Hopefully you enjoy this video. It gives you some ideas of what to take if you are flying with a child long haul. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new here, then I would love for you to subscribe. So I'll start with the bag. Like I said, she is 7 and she is gymnastics mad and ballet. So this is actually her gymnastics and ballet bag, and it is so handy to take on the flight as well. It's the perfect size. It's got lots of different like containers and areas in it. It's got a little section underneath that you can put shoes in as well separately. So this is a great bag. It's just from Amazon. It was really reasonably priced, so we'll link that down below. I'm just doing a quick voiceover here, as this is our best purchase, which actually hadn't arrived when I filmed this video, and it's the airplane footrest, which you can simply blow up. So you can see Nick doing it here, and it fits in the footwell for kids to rest their feet on. This was honestly like a game changer for a long overnight flight with kids, and then you can easily deflate it to change the height too. So I'll start, I suppose, with some activity bits that I've got for her. Just to try and keep her as entertained, not get bored, and not just sit there kind of watching for the whole time. So I got this scratch art. This was from Home Bargains, only £2.39. And it's basically, let me try and open it. Oh, I've just ripped it, never mind. So it's got pages like this in it, and then it's basically like a scratch art in it, and then it reveals like a mystery message, and you can colour it all in as well. So thought that would be really handy. This has been on so many holidays and days out with us, pub things as well, and it's basically paper and pencil games for 2 players. It's got all the old school games in there, you know, the one where you have to do the squares in there. It's got hangman, things like that, like destruction, so many different games in there, and it's just a really fun game. Hardly takes up any room. We'll often take this to dinner and things with us in the evenings, and it's just really great. All you need is this and a pencil, and it keeps entertained and is really easy game to play as well. We've got a book, so she really enjoys reading, enjoys the Roald Dahl book, so always get her a new book to take on the plane as well, and we'll use that for holiday. One thing that I often like to do when we go on a long haul flight is wrap a couple of new things up as well. Just adds to the excitement, and they feel like they're getting a new present. I've literally done this since she was a baby, and now she always says, will I be getting a present? I'm like, yeah, your holiday's your present. But yeah, I'll probably wrap up the book for her present. And then we've got a couple of other little games as well. So P for Pizza is a really good game. Obviously Uno and things like Dobble are really good, but these hardly take up any room. P for Pizza is a game that the whole family can play, and these kind of things are what we will actually be using on holiday as well. And it will basically be, so you basically have to match it up. So it will say, name an Italian food beginning with S, and then it's the first person to basically build their own pizza. So it's a fairly quick game as well. All ages can do it. And then the other game that I've got is this dipsticks game. I won't take this. What I'll do is just take a few of the sticks out of it. And this is a really fun game to play. So you basically get all of these sticks inside of it. And then there's various different So on each stick you get a question for the adult and a question for the child. So for example, the adult's question is, what does Volkswagen mean in German? That would be the adult's trivia question. The answer is people's car. And the kids' question is, what sort of animal is a video character Sonic? So it's a hedgehog. So they're really fun. And then what I like about these is that you can literally just grab a few of these sticks out of here. So I'll just grab a few that we haven't done yet. And then I can just take these, and they're really handy if you're going out anywhere. You can just pop these in your bag if you're going on long journeys. Just to kind of keep things going and just stop everyone getting a bit bored, and because adults can play as well, it's quite, and you learn along the way as well, some of the little things. So we'll just probably take a few of them with us as well. Really handy. I'd really recommend that game. And then lastly, in terms of things to do, where is it? I've got a colouring book. The colouring book, so I've got the Cozy Corner colouring book. These are great. I think, have I done one already, or maybe she did one? I can't remember. They're really nice to colour in. Oh, there's one that we did together. And then rather than taking loads of felt tips, so she has loads of big things of felt tips that take up lots of room. What I generally do is I'll just take a few different colours and then put them in a reusable food bag like this. So in here, I've probably got about, what have I got? Probably about 15 different felt tips in here, so more than enough different colours. I've got a pencil in here as well to play the game, and then this is just a really handy way of keeping them all compact and then still being able to take the felt tips and everything away. And then a new game that I've got her, so this is something that I'll wrap up, is the Canoodle game. So I've seen a few, I've been looking at this for a while and think that she'll really enjoy it, because this is something then that she can play by herself as well. And it comes in this handy little carry case. And then essentially what you do is there's all of these different shapes in here, so like shapes like this, and then you get a little book with it and you basically have to match it up. So it's quite a fun thing that you can do. So like, I'll show you. So you basically have to try and do it as quickly as possible and match the pattern that's on there, and you time yourself and basically try and get quicker and quicker. You can do it with other people as well. There's various different things that you can do. You can also, they have 3D ones, so you basically pile them up and you have to make the 3D shapes as quickly as possible as well. So it's just a really fun little game that you can play. And yeah, hardly takes up any room, and I think there's something like 300 different puzzles that you can try and copy, and then yeah, just literally comes like that, so hardly takes up any room. So that's a little present that she doesn't know she's getting, so we'll wrap that up for her. And again, anything that I do mention I will pop a link for down below as well. One other little thing that I picked up in terms of things to do and thought this would be really good is this little picky pad. So basically, I don't know, she's obsessed with watching stuff like this and just anything kind of squishy toys. And this, what you basically do is you can pick all of the, it's got like little beads and things in it, so you have to work really hard to try and pick them out. So I thought that it would keep her entertained for a while. And then afterwards you can make it into a little necklace. So yeah, I'll just take them in a little reusable bag so she can put all the beads into the bag, and then it'll be a really nice activity for her to make the necklace from the little beads that she's spent hopefully a good hour or so picking out of there. So that's everything kind of activity wise. Then what she will go in is probably just joggers and a t-shirt, a hoodie, just things like layers, because you never know how hot or cold it's going to be. And then trying to get them, obviously we're flying overnight as well, so need to try and get her to sleep on the plane. And then we'll take some pyjamas to get changed into. So these are short sleeve pyjamas, but trouser versions of them, and just quite comfortable. They're not too tight, they're quite baggy and loose. And then I'll take a little blanket for her as well. Then you're trying to make them, I suppose, as comfortable as possible. So we have got a neck pillow that she will take as well. And then this is her little pillow that she uses at home. It's actually got a picture of her on it from when she was a baby. And she sleeps on it every single night. She calls it Pill Pill. She'll hate me for saying that. Yeah, and she just has to have this when she's going to bed. So anything that your child needs that helps them sleep, I would always recommend taking that. And then she's got her little Ellie toy that comes everywhere. So she'll take that, and then hopefully she'll kind of put that over her face as well. And then if your child will wear a face mask, you can get lots of fun ones. Arabella will often wear a face mask at home as well. We have this stitch one, so she'll wear that. Again, it will just help her sleep and make it be a little bit darker for her on the plane. And we will also take her toothbrush, so again she can properly get ready for bed. In terms of snacks, so I've got a few little snacks to try and keep her full, because you know what kids are like, they're always wanting snacks. Not the healthiest of snacks, to be honest, but we'll probably put an apple and a banana in there in the morning when we go. So I've just got some hula hoop crisps, some popcorn. This popcorn's really handy as well. Little bag of mini Oreos, and then I've got a couple of these fruit bear splits. They're the, what are they? Just like fruit splits, a couple of them. So just little snacks. I always think that it's probably better to take more snacks, especially if they're getting a bit grizzly. Sometimes snacks can really help with the situation. And then what else have we got in here? She's got some socks, spare socks, a hairband as well is always really handy. So always take a hairband, and then you often get quite dry lips. So I've got my lip balm, and then she's got her own little lip balm in her bag as well. And then what I've done, where is it? I can't find it in here. It's a little face mask as well. Oh, there it is, I found the face mask. So because I always take a face mask, and then she will probably want one, so I've got her a little kid-friendly face mask, so it's for sensitive skin. Again, just helping keep their skin nice and hydrated as well. And then she often will suffer with travel sickness, not all the time, but sometimes. I'm conscious that we are flying for quite a long time as well, so always take some travel bands with us. I'll put these on before we even leave the house, so she'll wear them on the way to the airport as well. Just keep these on, and I honestly find that these travel bands are amazing if you have any children who yeah, get a little bit sick as well. Then what else have we got in here? Some handy little wipes. These are just some wipes, just if they, you know, need to wipe their hands or their mouth or anything. 10 wipes in here. I've got these, I think I got a pack of 10 or something from Home Bargains for about £1. So useful to take out and about with you. And then what else have we got? We'll take a bottle of water for her. Again, just make sure that we've emptied it before we go through security, and then can just fill this up in the airport, making sure that she keeps nice and hydrated on the flight as well. She has some headphones, which are noise cancelling headphones as well, so are great, and we'll probably potentially maybe put these on when she's going to sleep as well, just to help with some of that noise on the plane. So would recommend something like that if your child will wear it. Then she'll be wearing her trainers, and then I haven't got them at the minute because she's wearing them. And then I'll normally take her Crocs, put these in here because if she, you know, just wants to quickly go to the toilet, then she put her Crocs on. And when we get there and it's a little bit warmer, maybe swap out her trainers for her Crocs, and then they will just go separately in this bit here. That is super handy. I mentioned we've got a hairband, also got a little hair clip. So I can just tie hair clip. I'll be taking a little hairbrush in my bag. I also take a swimsuit or something in the hand luggage bag, because when you get there, you never know when you'll be able to get your case or when you'll be able to get in your room. And sometimes, depending on where you're going, it may be really hot and you just literally want to get in your swimsuit, get down to the pool or something and just relax for the day. So I always make sure that we have a swimsuit packed in our bags. They hardly take up any room as well. And then I think that is about everything that I'll be taking for her. So yeah, hopefully we have a really nice flight. Hopefully that has been useful and given you some ideas of things that you can take to keep kids entertained on a long haul flight and also keeping them as comfortable as possible. So really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you want to watch the video where I packed and showed everything for a long haul flight as well, then we'll link that down below. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!